What's going to be the biggest difference in this year's team compared to last year's team?
I think the biggest difference from this year's team to last year's team is definitely how versatile we are. I think we have a lot of different weapons and we can mix and match them in many different ways on both sides. So I think our versatility is something we can really lean on defensively and just offensively, throwing different looks at teams on both sides.
We just talked to Jeff. He said he's comfortable with any scholarship guy on the roster taking the three right now. Is this one of the better shooting teams you've been a part of?
Yeah, I think this is definitely one of the better shooting teams. It just comes with work. All of the guys are hard workers. We put in the time, and we believe and trust in each other. And when your teammates believe in you, it just instills that confidence that you know it's going to go in every time you shoot it.
Defense can be a mindset sometimes. I mean, you obviously have to execute and work hard and all that stuff, but guys have to really commit to it, right? What have you seen out of your teammates as far as committing on that end of the court this year?
I think our toughness has been on another level. I really like the way we set the tone defensively. We're really gifted on offense, but like you said, like effort and energy is all it takes on defense, and we've been doing that really well as of lately.
When you say on another level, can you describe that a little more?
We're just very cohesive. Like everybody's talking 1 through 5, echoing commands. Just a lot of intensity. Like Pittsburgh tough is something that I think of when our defense is focal point.
What do you think you've seen from Dame that's sort of embodied that Pittsburgh toughness, even though he is a new guy to your program this season?
Yeah, Dame's big guard, super tough guard. That's one of the first things I think of when I hear Dame's name. Like you know he's gonna bring it on both sides, day in and day out, and we appreciate that, and we definitely feed off his toughness. Like he's definitely a edgy guy, and that can do nothing but help us during the season.
How do you think someone as young as Biba has learned to understand the toughness of the college game compared to being in high school?
I think he's adjusted really well. So kudos to him. We talk to him day in and day out, just to control what he can control. Because as a freshman, some things can be a little bit overwhelming. But he's definitely brung that edge, that toughness coming from high school, and that's what we're gonna need from him this season.
Do you still feel like I feel like a lot of people have asked you this, but heading into the season, you guys did miss the NCAA tournament last year. Is there still even in this season, do you still feel like you'll have that chip on your shoulder until you make it again, or is it more just something's on the back end right now as you head into Radford on Monday?
It's a whole new season, but I definitely think it's still fuel to the fire. Like that's like the gasoline we threw in the fire. The fire is getting bigger, so it's definitely fuel to the fire, and we're looking to leave no doubt this year.
What do you guys need to do to set the tone on Monday for the season?
To set the tone on Monday, I think we just need to come out and throw the first punch, honestly. Just assert our dominance on both ends of the floor, and just come out and be as tough as possible. I feel like as long as we're playing hard and we're playing smart, we're going to be one of the tougher teams to beat in the country.
So who's the leading candidate to get to repeat the opening night triple-double?
Who knows, honestly. Like Coach said, it could be anybody on the floor. We just try to come out with the win and stack as many of those as we can.
You guys are about to start your season, but there's some other teams here that are playing and doing well. Volleyball is ranked number 1. They're playing tonight. Football, they've got their game tomorrow night. Do you guys get into that stuff too? You watch? I mean, you're gonna watch volleyball tonight or football tomorrow? You get into any of those teams too?
Yeah, definitely. I love supporting other Pitt teams when they're doing well or when they're struggling. It's just all about the support, honestly. They see our faces at the games, and we see theirs. So just Pitt support is what comes to my mind when I hear that.
You mentioned that Pittsburgh tough mentality. How does that allow you guys to kind of separate yourselves from other teams in the ACC?
I think that allows us to separate from other teams in the ACC just because when you're playing harder than somebody else, it tends to cover up some mistakes. Not all, but some. And just playing as hard as possible. And like I said before, setting the tone is one of our key points going into the season.
Is this your last year of eligibility?
Yep.
When a college guy approaches your last year like that, do you approach the season a little differently, a little more intensity, a little more desperation?
Just trusting the process. You're definitely taking it day by day. It's going to be my first college game, so a lot of emotions go into it, but I love to play basketball. So for me, it's just taking things day by day and staying present, staying in the moment.
When you look at this offseason and heading into the first game on Monday, what do you think you've seen from him that's shown really a lot of growth, and maybe in terms of leadership as well?
Yeah, you said it. His leadership role has definitely increased, and he's doing a great job with it. Honestly, he's a lot more vocal, and we can look to him for if we miss a shot, confidence. We can look to him. He's reliable. Really, he's a reliable point guard, and I want to be backcourt partners with anybody else.
You're an older guy, but does your leadership responsibilities amp up a little bit?
Yep, for sure. I think I've been doing a better job of being more vocal on and off the court, and just leading by example. I'm not the most talkative, so I really had to get out my comfort zone this year and step up to the plate.
I haven't gotten a chance to talk to Dame yet, but is he a talkative guy? Is he a quiet guy? Does he get loud in the locker room?
He's in the middle. He's a mellow guy, but on the court he's a dog. So, love Dame, love everything about him. Can't wait to play with him this year.
How do you think the front court's been looking for you guys? I know Coach has been talking a lot about Cam and some of the other guys, but what have you seen from those guys in terms of their improvement over the offseason?
Yeah, a lot of growth. Cam, physical paint presence. When he's in the paint, you're gonna know he's in the paint. One of the guys that has really improved and has grown, in my opinion, is G. You guys are gonna see a lot of him this year. He shot it well last year, but he's shooting it extremely well this year. He's been able to take on the responsibility of guarding other guards because we could switch 1 through 4, and just a lot of growth in his game, and I can't wait for you guys to see it.
What should fans expect of Amstel when he comes back healthy?
What should fans expect?
Yeah.
Just a lot of smart plays. Like, his IQ is on another level, and I tell him this all the time. Like, sometimes he sees things that I don't even see. So, just kudos to him. It's definitely, you could tell he has some Bosnian in his blood, just because of the plays he makes. He's definitely a playmaker. Can shoot the ball lights out. So I can't wait for him to get back.
Is there a little bit of excitement being back in front of your home fans and being back on the court and starting the season again?
Definitely, it's been a long time coming. Can't wait to play in front of the zoo. It's just a lot of excitement. Just can't wait to get out there and show you guys what we've been cooking up during the off season, preseason.
All right, I'll Jaland up here in a few minutes as well.
Thank you.
Yep, appreciate y'all.
Than last year's team.
It's a little bit of different style of basketball. Not too much different, but just different in the aspects of the kind of guys we got this year. You know, we got G playing the 4 this year. A lot more, Damian brings a different kind of guard style to our team this year. But overall, it's really the same still. We're going to still be playing off each other, creating plays for each other, still shooting a lot of threes, getting a lot of paint touches. We got Cam in the post now, so we can throw the ball inside when we want to. And I think it just brings this year we just have a little bit more we can go to.
Ish talked about defensively, you guys have this Pittsburgh toughness to you guys. How would you define that, and how have you seen it through this team?
Yeah, I mean, our defense, Pittsburgh tough, that's what our coaches emphasize. And that's just being physical, throwing the first punch, being dogs on the defensive end. And we pride ourselves in doing that. But, yeah, that's just a huge part of what we are, and that's what we represent. And that's the culture that we have. And we take pride in that.
How did it feel to finally play somebody who wasn't wearing a Pitt jersey the other day?
Felt great. Not going to lie, it felt great. We got to learn a lot about ourselves. But overall, it was just really fun. We had a great time.
What did you learn about yourselves?
We just learned the type of physicality and type of focus we got to play with all the time. Playing against each other throughout the whole summer, you tend to lose some of that back and forth battle some days just because you're used to playing each other. Lose some of that focus every now and then just because what the other team is running. The specifics of what each guy likes to do and stuff like that. So, playing other guys told us to really lock in, trust each other, and just really play our game.
When you look at your own game, what are some of the things you've been surprised by in terms of what you've improved on this offseason?
Really I don't think I'm surprised by anything. It's just things I really wanted to hone in on and focus on. But I've gotten better in most overall aspects of my game, but my leadership, trying to be that bigger voice for the team, trying to step up overall, be that guy for everybody. Me and Ish trying to help this team get to another level.
How do you see that partnership like really evolving over the season? Is it something that you built upon last season? Is that sort of like important for how it's been built upon this season and how you guys work? Like,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, me and Ish we weren't as close as we are now from last year, but we've definitely gotten a lot closer this year, and we know what we have to do for each other to really take this group to another level, and for us to be better as individuals inside and outside of basketball. So we've got that communication, that togetherness down pat.
Did you set any personal or team goals for this season?
ACC championship and tournament run. That's the minimum. That's what we emphasize every day. That's what we want. We want championships.
But personally,
Personally,
yourself.
just want to win. That's all I want to do. Last year, I didn't think I won enough. Clearly, it didn't happen for us. So, personal goals, I just want to win. Do whatever it takes to win.
Now, you guys lost to North Carolina down in the tournament. You had a nice game. I think you had 17 points. Do you take that performance that night and say, I can do this and I can build on that?
I don't just look at that performance. I always have that kind of confidence in myself where I know what I can do. But yeah, it definitely helps and shows what I can do at that type of level against teams like North Carolina. But at the end of the day, I know what I can do and I trust myself.
What point did your confidence get to the level it is now? At some point last season, right?
I mean, I was always pretty confident in my basketball ability. It's just about being confident body-wise overall, just in the flow of the game and stuff like that. But probably time I say best hit was when I went home after Christmas. Dad got on me a little bit,
Right.
but came back stronger.
you spoke about wanting to win more, and like that's obviously the goal. But have you seen that not just from yourself, but from your teammates whenever you're playing these recent games like Point Park and scrimmage? Like, have you seen that in the games? Just like the desire to put yourself at like a higher level than you were like last season.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just with the guys that we have, it's guys who are underdog mentality. We play like that all the time. We always feel like we got to go out there and prove something, and that's what it is this year. Leave no doubt. So every time we go step on that floor, we say that we know what it's about, and we try and just go out there and prove that every single night, no matter who's out there.
Last year in the home opener, you guys scored 100 points, Bob had the triple-double. Coming into this game on Monday, how do you guys set the tone moving forward for the season?
Setting the tone for us is just playing our brand of basketball. First off, defending home court, and then just playing physical, tough, hard-nosed basketball that we know how to play. I think the win for us is just playing how we know how to play and giving it our all. That's all it's about for us.
How have the forwards looked? And obviously you're a guard, but how have the guys down low? How have they progressed over the offseason defensively and offensively as well?
They look great. They're real physical. I know Pop today was bleeding like for half the practice, but our forwards are great. Those guys have improved a lot since we came here this summer. So I'm super proud of those guys, and they take pride in their work. They take a lot of pride in their work, and they're ready to show it.
How I mean, you talk about bleeding during practice. I mean, that used to be like 20 years ago around here. It was like sort of the stuff of legend of these practices that got physical and guys chasing each other around. Just really competitive, really intense. How intense does it get for you guys in practice?
It gets pretty intense for us. We try and overall try to keep that intensity up, especially halfway through the summer when it kind of got boring for us. We had to figure out ways. Think halfway through the summer I just started smack talking more. Start smack talking in practice more. Get a lot more people more hype so we can get the energy up, get a lot more physical, and just get after it. And I mean, that's just what it is today. Every day we just go out there and give it our all. That's how we play. And it gets physical like that, but at the end of the day, it's all love. But when we step in between those lines, it's war.
You seem like such a nice guy. Are you a good smack talker? I mean, can you really come up with some good stuff?
I can come up with some good stuff every now and then. I know how to pull the right chords from certain people and stuff like that to get everybody up and at it.
Where was Papa bleeding from? His nose?
Somewhere around face area. All I know is, Pop was being physical today. I don't know. I just saw a lot of blood on his jersey today, and he was ready to get after. He was out there, just being Pop, being loud, being ready, being physical, and doing all the dirty things.
Did you ever smack talk a teammate enough that they had to be held back?
Nah. Never that far. We know what it is at the end of the day. It's just all fun and games. Just trying to get the energy up, physicality up, just make it a little more competitive.
Do you feel like simulating that energy will allow you guys just to kind of see what you guys are going to expect once the games start?
Yeah, no doubt. Because at the end of the day, if we could take it from our teammates, we could take it from anybody. That's when we lean on each other the most. When outside noise tries to get in. So if anybody else tries that, we're not new to it. So we're pretty used to that. But at the end of the day, we know how to keep our heads straight.
All right, thanks, guys.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.